Every small choice you make today becomes the person you wake up as tomorrow. Really think about that line, because right now, you might be living a life where you feel you are capable of much more. Maybe you go to bed some nights knowing you didn't give the effort you could have. Maybe you wake up feeling like you're repeating the same day again and again. It's frustrating. It hurts. And deep inside, you know something has to change. You want to feel proud of yourself. You want to feel like you are moving forward. You want to feel like your life actually means something. And that feeling does not come from luck. It does not come from waiting. It comes from what you do every single day. There's a version of you that is stronger, a version that is more focused, a version that follows through, a version that people respect, but more importantly, a version you respect. And that version appears when you start acting like your future matters. Ask yourself this: how long have you been putting off the life you want? How many times have you said tomorrow? How many times have you promised yourself a change that never started? You don't need another promise that fades. You need action that builds. This is not about perfection. It's about choosing effort today and choosing it again tomorrow. It's about proving to yourself that you can be trusted with your own goals. It's about feeling that pride in your chest when you follow through. If you are tired of holding yourself back, if you are tired of breaking your own heart by quitting too early, if you are ready to rise a little higher every day, then stay with me. Because from this moment forward, you are going to start becoming someone you truly admire when you look in the mirror. Someone strong, someone focused, someone who is finally stepping into the life they know they deserve. Number 1, build discipline daily and watch your identity grow stronger. I stand here to speak to you from the heart. I am looking at a human being who has dreams, who wants to feel proud of who they are, and who knows deep down that life can be better. Not perfect, but better. And the key that turns that lock is daily discipline. Not once a month discipline. Not when you feel excited discipline. Daily discipline. When you choose discipline today, you are choosing to become someone stronger tomorrow. When you practice discipline today, you are shaping a new identity without even realizing how much power you are building. A strong identity is not something you get from someone else. It does not come from other people cheering for you. It does not come from luck or talent. A strong identity grows from one solid decision after another. The day you wake up and say you will keep your promise to yourself. The day you decide you will push through resistance instead of running from it. Each of those days acts like a building block for your character. You feel that quiet pride inside your chest. You look in the mirror and know you are not the same person you used to be. Discipline is not loud. It is not flashy. It is not always fun. Sometimes it feels boring. Sometimes it feels tiring. Sometimes it feels like no one notices or cares. But inside of you, something changes. When you keep doing the right thing, even when no one sees you, you develop strength that shows up in every area of your life. When you do the work anyway, when you complete what you promised yourself you would do, you start believing in your own power. That belief builds a stronger identity. Think about moments when you said you would do something, and then you did it. You felt good about yourself. Not because someone rewarded you, but because you earned your own respect. That feeling is priceless. That feeling changes how you walk, how you talk, how you see your life. It changes your trust in yourself. It changes how you show up around others. You no longer wonder if you are capable. You know you are capable because you have evidence. You have the actions to prove it. The opposite is also true, and every person knows this. If you avoid discipline day after day, you lose trust in yourself. You start believing you cannot follow through. You feel weak inside. You doubt yourself. You might act strong in front of people, but alone you feel disappointed. And that is a painful feeling. I have felt that. Many people feel that. That is why discipline matters so much. It is not about perfection. It is about recovery. It is about coming back. It is about choosing to give yourself reasons to believe in your strength. Daily discipline makes your identity stronger because you are proving to yourself that you can create a better future. Even small actions count. Waking up when you said you would, finishing a task you planned, eating what supports your well-being, studying because you want a better life, speaking to yourself with respect. These actions may seem simple, but they are powerful because they are decisions about who you are becoming. Some people wait for motivation to arrive. They sit and hope for a spark to push them forward. But discipline does not wait. Discipline is the decision you make when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is choosing what you know is right, even when you do not feel like it. And that decision is what builds the new version of you. When you do something difficult today, you make tomorrow easier. When you keep your promises today, you trust yourself more tomorrow. That trust changes everything. I want you to notice something. The more disciplined you are, the more control you feel. Life can feel overwhelming when you think everything is outside your control. But daily discipline gives you direction. You say to yourself, you will do something important today, and you do it. Suddenly, you are not just reacting to life anymore. You are leading your life. You are the one steering your path. You feel grounded and confident because you are taking responsibility for yourself. A strong identity is not built by chance. It is earned through effort. It is earned through consistency, not perfection. Consistency. If you stopped yesterday, you begin again today. If you made a poor choice yesterday, you make a better choice today. This is not about punishment. This is about growth. This is about becoming someone you are proud to grow into. You are shaping the person you will wake up as tomorrow with every single choice you make today. Some people want results immediately. They want big change overnight. When things move slowly, they give up. But daily discipline teaches patience. It teaches focus. It teaches the truth that greatness grows a little each day. You do not need massive changes to transform your identity. You only need continuous action. Every day, you take a step. Every day, you unlock more of your potential. Every day, you gain more confidence in who you can become. Think about your future self. Think about the version of you who feels strong, healthy, confident, and proud. That person does not appear suddenly. That person is built by you today. Through discipline, you are shaping that new identity right now. Imagine waking up in the morning and knowing you can count on yourself. Imagine living with clear direction. Imagine feeling calm inside because you trust your decisions. That is what discipline gives you. People often fear failure. They fear looking foolish or making mistakes. Discipline teaches you something different. It teaches you that effort and action matter more than fear. It teaches you that you can fall and rise again. It teaches you that every failure can grow your strength. It teaches you that nothing stops you as long as you do not stop yourself. When you stay disciplined, failure becomes a stepping stone to a stronger identity. Daily discipline also improves how you feel in your body. You gain more energy. You sleep better because you know you worked hard. You feel proud. Your posture changes. You breathe deeper. You are not running from problems anymore. You are dealing with them. You are facing them. That feeling of facing your life head on gives you emotional strength. You do not hide. You do not make excuses. You take ownership of your story. Every day becomes meaningful. Every morning becomes a new chance to grow your identity. It feels good when you win small battles against laziness and doubt. Those wins stack up. You start counting victories instead of regrets. You start noticing progress. The new version of you becomes clear. You begin to think differently. You begin to see opportunities. You feel proud of who you are becoming. Discipline is not always comfortable, but comfort never builds a stronger identity. Comfort gives you a soft life. Discipline gives you a strong life. A strong life means you can handle challenges. You can handle change. You can handle pressure. You stay grounded when others panic. You stay focused while others are lost. You stay committed while others quit. That strength does not come from luck. It comes from daily discipline. You deserve to feel powerful. You deserve to feel capable. You deserve a life that feels like it is yours. Daily discipline is the path. Discipline is the proof. Discipline is the decision that says you are serious about your future. When you train discipline every day, your identity grows every day. You do not need approval from the world. You build approval within yourself. Every night you can look back and say, you did what you said you would do. That is dignity. That is self-respect. That is pride earned honestly. It feels good to know you are becoming someone better. You wake up excited to continue. You wake up thankful for the progress you already made. You wake up knowing you can depend on yourself. You become someone who lives with purpose. Today is a chance to begin. Today is a chance to choose discipline. Today is a chance to strengthen your identity. Choose one action that you know will move you forward. Follow through. Feel the pride inside your chest when you complete it. That feeling grows every day. That feeling builds a completely new version of you. Daily discipline creates strength. Daily discipline creates pride. Daily discipline creates a better future. Every day you choose discipline, you grow your identity stronger. You design the person you will become, and that is the greatest power any human can hold. Number 2, choose structure today to become someone you can admire. I want to talk to you about something simple that many people ignore: structure. The way you organize your day shapes the person you become. When you choose to create structure in your life, you show respect for your future self. You show that you care about who you are turning into. You show that you want to admire the person you see when you look in the mirror. Not a perfect person, a responsible person, a strong person, a person you can trust. Most people live their days with no plan. They wake up and immediately react to whatever shows up. They let their phone decide their attention. They let random situations decide how they feel. They spend energy everywhere except where it matters. Then they wonder why life feels out of control. They wonder why they do not feel proud of themselves. They wonder why big dreams stay stuck in their heads. They do not have structure. They do not direct their own day. Choosing structure is not about strict rules that make life miserable. It is about knowing what matters to you and giving it the space it deserves. It is deciding what time you wake up and actually honoring it. It is deciding what tasks are your priorities and completing them. It is deciding how you spend your evening instead of letting hours disappear for nothing. When you do this, you feel stable. You feel confident. You feel like your life has direction. Structure gives you clarity. So many people feel lost because they do not know what to do next. When you have structure, you know exactly where your focus goes. You have a list of actions that move your life forward. You waste less time and feel a lot more peace. You stop guessing. You start knowing. Every completed task gives you proof that you can depend on yourself. That kind of belief builds a deeper level of self-respect. Think about how good it feels to follow a clear plan. When you finish what you set out to do, the feeling is powerful. Your day becomes meaningful instead of random. You sleep better because your mind is calm. You wake up with purpose because you know why you are waking up. That is structure. It holds your attention on the life you want instead of the life that pulls you off track. Some people say they want freedom, so they avoid structure. What they do not understand is that structure creates freedom. When you schedule your responsibilities in a clear way, you create free time. You can enjoy without guilt. You are no longer running from unfinished tasks. You are not stressed because you handled what needed to be done. You relax fully because you earned that relaxation. That is a different level of peace. Structure also builds discipline without forcing it. When you follow a routine daily, your actions become lighter. You do not argue with yourself as much. You do not need a big burst of motivation. You simply follow your plan. You save mental energy for important decisions. A structured day reduces stress because you remove confusion. You know what you must do. You know when you must do it. You are in control. You grow admiration for yourself when you organize your life. You start noticing that you are capable of directing your days. You stop feeling like a passenger in your own story. You become the decision maker. You take ownership of your habits. And that ownership changes how you carry yourself. You stand taller. You speak with more certainty. You feel in charge of your life. When you put structure into your relationships, you become someone others trust. You keep your plans. You show up on time. You follow through with commitments. People see you as dependable. They know that your words mean something. That builds respect in your friendships. It builds respect at school or work. It builds respect in every environment. That respect adds power to your identity. Structure helps you handle challenges better. When life gets difficult, people without structure fall apart. They freeze or panic, but someone with structure already has a foundation to stand on. They know how to adjust because they already have a map for their actions. They do not collapse because they already built strength into their day. They can continue moving forward even during hard times. When you care about structure, you care about your goals. You write them down. You break them into steps. You decide when you will do each step. You no longer hope progress happens. You create progress through your schedule. And when progress is clear, you stay motivated longer. You see improvement. You feel momentum. You believe success is real because it is happening right in front of you. Structure also protects you from wasting your potential. Many people have talent but very little structure. They start strong and then lose focus. They get excited but they cannot sustain their action. They want success but their days are a mess. Talent without structure usually becomes regret. But even average talent with consistent structure becomes achievement. It becomes confidence. It becomes a better life. Choosing structure does not mean your days must feel stiff. You can still enjoy fun. You can still be spontaneous when you want. You can still be creative. Structure simply guides your time. So the most important things are not ignored. It makes sure you move forward instead of staying stuck. It keeps you honest with yourself. It sharpens your mind so you do not drift through life. If you want to become someone you admire, you must create routines that match your values. Ask yourself what kind of person you want to be. Do you want to be healthy? Do you want good grades? Do you want strong friendships? Do you want to build skills that give you a better future? If the answer is yes, then your structure must include daily actions that support those goals. Nothing changes if your habits stay the same. Some people change their entire identity simply by deciding what time they wake up and what they do first. A strong morning routine shapes the tone of your entire day. Starting with intention gives you a clear head and a calm heart. You begin the day ahead, not behind. You move into the day already winning. That feeling changes how you handle everything that follows. Night routines are just as powerful. When you end your day with structure, you reflect on what you achieved. You organize tomorrow. You settle your mind. You go to bed with gratitude instead of stress. You sleep deeper. You wake up ready. This one daily decision can transform your confidence because you always know what comes next. Structure teaches you to prioritize what matters. It reminds you that your time is precious. It shows you that you are responsible for what you allow into your life. It gives you the courage to say no to distractions that waste your energy. You protect your focus because you finally understand your purpose. Imagine how different your life could feel if each day had meaning. If you finished each evening proud of your actions, if you looked in the mirror and saw someone growing stronger, wiser, and more reliable, that version of you is not a dream. That version appears when you choose structure today and tomorrow. And the next day, progress becomes your identity. Confidence becomes your habit. You deserve to admire yourself. You deserve to feel powerful in your own life. You deserve to build a future that excites you. Structure is not a burden. It is a gift you give yourself. It shows that you believe your life is worth organizing. It shows that you care about the person you are becoming. It shows that you want to be someone your future self. Every day is a chance to choose structure. Every day is a chance to prove that you are serious about your growth. Start small if you need to. Pick one part of your day and give it order. Protect that order, practice it. When it becomes natural, add another part. Step by step, your life becomes stronger. Your identity becomes stronger. You rise from who you were into someone you admire. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for confidence. Make a plan and follow it. The pride you gain from that action will change how you see your entire life. You will discover a version of yourself you always hoped existed. And that version will feel real because you created it. Choose structure today to become someone you can admire. And when you admire yourself, everything in your world begins to rise with you. Number 3. Stick to rules you set to transform who you are becoming. You set rules for a reason. You set them because you want to grow. You set them because you know your life can be better. You set them because you want to move away from habits that hold you down. The rules you create are promises you make to yourself. And when you stick to those promises, you shape a new direction for your life. You prove that you are responsible for who you are becoming. You prove that you are serious about change. You prove that you deserve the life you want. Many people make rules for themselves only to break them a few days later. They say they will stop wasting time. They say they will take care of their health. They say they will work toward their goals. But when difficulty shows up, they forget what they said. They lower their standard. They give a reason to quit. And inside they feel disappointed because they know they walked away from the person they wanted to become. When your words mean nothing to you, it hurts in a quiet way. You feel weak around yourself. You stop trusting yourself. The moment you keep a rule that you set, your identity gets stronger. You feel proud. You feel solid. You feel real progress. You no longer guess what you are capable of, because your actions prove it. You start to believe that you can become someone better. That belief grows slowly. Each time you stick to your rule, you rise higher. Each time you honor your decision. The important part is this: the rules are not for others. They are not for show. They are not for approval. They are for your character. They are reminders of what you stand for. They teach you discipline. They guide your behavior so that you do not fall into old patterns. They give you direction when life tries to distract you. When you follow the rules you chose, you build an inner strength that no one can take away. Think about the difference between a person who ignores their own rules and a person who follows through, even when it is uncomfortable. One stays the same. One grows. One avoids challenges. One faces them. One hides from responsibility. One carries responsibility with pride. The gap between both people is not talent. It is not luck. It is the decision to do what you said you would do. You do not need rules that are heavy and painful. You need rules that reflect the future you want. You decide what habits shape your growth. You decide what actions reduce your confidence. You decide what behavior makes you feel proud. When you decide the rules for your own life, you take control back from everything that used to control you. You say with your actions that your future matters. When you stick to your rules, you gain a sense of order in your mind. Your thoughts become clear because you know what you expect from yourself. You do not argue with yourself all day long. You do not wonder whether you should do something important. Your rules answer that. They remove confusion. They give you peace. You do not waste energy trying to decide who to be. You already decided. There will be moments when your rules feel tough. A comfortable choice will try to replace a responsible choice. Doubt will say you can skip today. Stress will say you deserve a break. Someone else will say you are working too hard. But every time you ignore those voices and follow your rule, you grow stronger. The strength you build in those moments changes your identity faster than easy days ever could. Your rules should remind you of the person you want to become. For example, you say you will finish important tasks before entertainment. You say you will study today because your goals matter. You say you will take care of your body because you want a healthy future. You say you will speak with respect because you want strong relationships. These rules shape your actions, and your actions shape your identity. When you stick to your rules, you are not just building habits. You are shaping the way you see yourself. You begin to see a person who follows through, a person who has control over their choices, a person who rises above excuses, a person who keeps moving forward. This is powerful because the way you see yourself directs every decision you make in life. Rules help you fight against the parts of yourself that want to stay small, the part that says stop, the part that feels lazy, the part that avoids discomfort, the part that feels fear. Your rules protect you from falling into weaker habits. They help you face challenges that will eventually build confidence. They give you a way to stay strong when everything in your body wants to quit. Sticking to your rules builds a record of wins. You begin collecting proof that you are capable. You look back and see days where you stayed true to your choice. That record builds trust in yourself. It removes doubt. It replaces fear with confidence. It replaces chaos with direction. You feel progress, even when it is not visible to anybody else. Some people change their entire life by making rules as simple as exercising daily, starting assignments on time, saving money, or focusing on self-respect. These rules are not complex, but they are powerful because they lead to consistency. When you are consistent, your life moves forward whether you notice the change or not. You wake up one day and realize you have become someone stronger than you ever imagined. You will not always feel excited. You will not always feel inspired. But the rules you create should not depend on feelings. They depend on commitment. When you follow through without waiting for motivation, you build an identity that cannot be shaken by emotions. You no longer live based on what you feel in the moment. You live based on what you want for your future. The more you stick to your rules, the easier it becomes. The beginning may feel like a struggle, but soon your rules turn into habits. Those habits turn into your normal behavior. Then your new behavior becomes your personality, and that personality creates your new identity. That is how transformation happens. Not suddenly, but slowly and clearly through the decisions you commit to daily. You deserve to transform into someone you admire, someone who stands firmly in their value, someone who does not collapse under pressure, someone who leads themselves with confidence, someone who makes progress that feels real, That person lives inside you, but that person needs structure and discipline to run. Your rules are the ladder that helps you climb toward that version of yourself. Every time you stick to your rules, you step closer to your future. Every time you break them, you stay in the same place. You choose your direction not by what you dream, but by what you do every day. You have the power to control your actions, and your actions have the power to control your destiny. Live by your rules, not because you are forced to, but because you want a life that means something. A life where you can look at yourself and feel proud. A life where you can say you gave effort. A life where you know you tried. A life where you see progress because you earned it. Today, you can decide that your rules matter. You can decide that your promises are valuable. You can decide that your identity is worth shaping. Start by choosing clear rules. Keep them simple. Keep them meaningful. Follow them even when it feels uncomfortable. Protect them like your future depends on it. Because it does. When you stay true to the rules you set, you transform who you are becoming. You grow stronger. You grow smarter. You grow more capable. You grow into a person that others respect and a person you admire. And that transformation is the real reward. Number 4. Make daily effort toward goals to create real personal change. Every goal you have means nothing without action behind it. A goal is only a wish until you do something about it. If you want real personal change, you must work toward it every single day. Not once a week, not when you feel excited. Each day must move you forward, even if the step is small. Real change does not appear suddenly. It grows from the daily effort you invest into your future. You already know what you want deep inside. You picture a better life. You picture more confident. You picture a future you are proud to live in. But thinking about change does not make it real. Talking about change does not make it real. Complaining about life does not make it better. Only action creates personal growth. Only action builds progress. Only action gives you the strength and pride you want to feel. Most people hope for change, but they never take enough steps to reach it. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the perfect plan. They wait for motivation to magically show up. Days pass, months pass. Sometimes years pass, and they stay in the same place. The truth is, change shows up when effort shows up. The moment you stop waiting and start doing, you begin to transform your life. Daily effort matters because every step you take teaches you something. You gain experience. You learn what works and what does not. You gain courage through action. You become more skilled. You become more determined. You build a stronger belief in yourself. You realize that you can do hard things. You realize that progress responds to consistent effort. Your day should include at least one action that brings you closer to your dream. One action that proves you take your goals seriously. One action that shows you want improvement more than comfort. When you do that day after day, change becomes unavoidable. You feel your life moving in the right direction. You stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling unsure. You start to feel capable. Daily effort does not need to be dramatic. It can be simple and focused. Study for a set amount of time. Practice a skill that supports your growth. Work on your health and energy. Complete an important task instead of avoiding it. Make progress that is real and visible to you. No matter how small the action is, it sends a message. It tells your mind that you are moving forward, and your mind begins to accept that you are changing. Many people quit because progress feels slow. They want quick results. They want a transformation they can see overnight. When changes do not happen fast enough, they give up. They think slow progress means no progress. But you must see slow progress as strength. Slow progress means you are growing in a solid way. It means you are building a future that can last. It means the change happening inside you is deeper and more meaningful. Daily effort builds emotional strength. You learn patience. You learn commitment. You learn to stay focused when distractions are loud. You learn to continue even when it feels uncomfortable. These are life skills. These skills help you face challenges outside of your goals too. You become someone who does not run from difficulty. You become someone who keeps going. There will be days when you feel tired. There will be days when everything feels heavy. There will be days when motivation is gone. Those days are the most important. Anyone can act when they feel excited. Strength is built on days when the mood is low, but you still take action. When you push through without needing to feel good first, you prove that your goals matter more than your excuses. Daily effort also builds mental clarity. Your goals become even more meaningful because you are constantly engaging with them. You stop seeing them as distant dreams. You see them as something you are creating right now. This removes fear because fear grows when you do nothing. When you are active, you feel in control. You feel like you have a say in your future. That feeling is powerful. When you take action, you begin to respect yourself more. You look at your behavior and say, you tried today. That pride cannot be bought. It is earned. It lifts your spirit. It improves your mood. It gives you the confidence to keep going. Even if nobody else sees your effort, you feel it. You know inside that you are becoming a stronger version of yourself. You also influence others. When you make daily effort, people notice your focus. They see your growth. They feel inspired to improve themselves. You begin to attract people who want to grow too. Your environment changes because you change. You build connections with people who support your ambition. That positive circle makes progress easier and more enjoyable. Daily effort makes your time matter. Every minute you invest into your development becomes a building block for your future. You stop wasting time on things that give nothing back to you. You become smarter with how you use your day. You stop choosing distractions that take you further from your goals. You begin to choose actions that give you satisfaction. And as you continue making effort, you will reach milestones along the way. You will notice improvements in skill, knowledge, confidence, and results. Each milestone proves that you are capable of more than you once believed. Each milestone reminds you that big goals are just a collection of small daily victories. You will feel excited about the next step. That excitement keeps you moving. You do not need to rush the process. You only need to stay patient and active. You must understand that your identity is changing with every step. You are training yourself to think differently. You are teaching yourself to be responsible. You are becoming someone who creates success instead of waiting for it. Set a goal that feels meaningful. Break that goal into clear actions. Decide what you will do each day and do it. You will notice a new feeling inside you growing. Your self-belief will rise. Your energy will rise. Your focus will rise. You will no longer feel like life is happening to you. You will feel like you are building your life with your own hands. Every day is a new opportunity to show yourself who you are becoming. Do not waste the chance. Use today to make progress you can be proud of. Give effort even if it feels small. Those small efforts are the ones that change your entire future. You will look back one day and realize the transformation did not happen in a single moment. It happened because you refused to give up. It happened because you acted daily. You deserve to see your life improve. You deserve to feel strong inside. You deserve a future that fills you with pride. Daily effort toward your goals is how you earn that life. It is how you build real personal change. It is how you turn dreams into reality. It proves that you are not waiting for good things to happen. You are making them happen. Start today. Do something that moves you forward. Continue tomorrow. Continue the next day. Let your consistency become your power. Let your effort become your identity. When you live this way, change becomes real. Progress becomes normal. Confidence becomes natural. And you become someone who rises above their old limitations. Real personal change is not magic. It is not a shortcut. It is not a lucky break. It is daily effort. It is you choosing to move forward again and again. It is you deciding that your goals deserve your time and energy every day. Keep going. Keep growing. The life you want is built one day at a time, and you are the builder. Number 5, control your habits daily to upgrade your future self. Your future self depends on the choices you make today, not someday, not when life feels easier. Today, your habits are the behavior you repeat without thinking, and these repeated behaviors shape the kind of person you become. If your habits support your dreams, your life improves. If your habits hold you back, your future becomes smaller than your potential. This is why controlling your habits daily is one of the most important decisions of your life. You deserve progress, not disappointment. You deserve growth, not regret. And daily habits decide which one you experience. Many people think success comes from one big achievement. They wait for a major moment to change everything. They hope for a lucky chance that will take them to a better life. But lasting improvement comes from actions you repeat every single day. Good habits become the engine that moves you forward, while bad habits keep you stuck in place. Every habit you repeat is a vote for the person you will become. Take a look at your current habits. How do you start your mornings? Do you wake up ready, or do you drag yourself through the day? How do you treat your body? Do you fuel it with care, or hurt it with choices that weaken you? How do you spend your free hours? Do you invest in yourself or waste time on things that give you nothing back? Your habits always tell the truth about your direction. If your actions are not aligned with the future you want, that future will not arrive. Every habit has a purpose. Some habits help you feel proud and strong. Some habits are comfortable in the moment, but create guilt afterward. And some habits become so automatic that you forget they are harming you. To upgrade your future self, you must become aware of what you repeat daily. You must take control of your behavior instead of letting old patterns control you. You deserve habits that match your value. If you want to feel confident, you must build habits that give you confidence. If you want success, you must build habits that bring results. If you want peace, you must build habits that organize your life. Good habits form the foundation for growth. They support your goal. They protect your mental strength. They help you become a person who can handle life with power. Controlling your habits begins with honesty. You must look at your life and ask what needs to change. Not tomorrow, right now. When you see a habit that weakens you, replace it with one that strengthens you. If a habit steals your time, remove it. If a habit damages your focus, break it. If a habit makes you feel small, change it. You are allowed to set a new standard for yourself. You are allowed to improve. You are allowed to grow beyond everything you once accepted. Daily habits train your mind. When you choose habits that support growth, your thoughts shift. You start believing in improvement because you see yourself improving. You start trusting your decisions because your habits prove you can follow through. You begin to feel capable because you are doing the work. The person you are becoming starts to feel real, not imaginary. Some people try to fix everything at once, but that approach often fails. You do not need a perfect life to upgrade your future. You only need one better habit today. Follow it daily until it becomes automatic. Then add another habit and another. Over time, your life begins to change in a steady and powerful way. You begin to see progress that stays, not progress that disappears. After 1 week, bad habits usually feel easy. They give brief pleasure or quick comfort, but they cost your future. They steal your potential. They leave you feeling disappointed. Good habits often feel challenging at first. They require effort and discipline, but they reward you with pride. They create lasting improvement. They give you a stronger identity. The challenge you face today becomes confidence you feel tomorrow. You must understand that habits are not small. Every habit pushes you toward one direction or another. Little actions repeated daily become major results. The person sitting in front of you 1 year from now will be shaped by what you do with your habits today. When you picture your future self, do you imagine someone powerful, someone focused, someone successful, someone confident? Then build habits that match that vision. Controlling your habits daily also builds emotional strength. You learn to handle urges and temptations. You learn to think long-term. Instead of choosing what feels easy right now, you learn patience. You learn responsibility. These skills help you face challenges outside of your habits too. When you can control yourself in small things, you can control yourself in big things. You become a leader of your own life. Imagine waking up every morning, knowing your habits are working for you, not against you. You would feel calm instead of stressed. You would feel motivated instead of lost. You would feel excited instead of tired. You would build a lifestyle that supports your goal. That is what happens when you take control. Your life stops feeling random. It becomes designed. It becomes structured around your success. Choose habits that support your mind. Read something that grows your thinking. Practice focus by staying off your phone when it is time to work. Speak kindly to yourself so you do not destroy your confidence. Choose habits that support your health. Move your body daily. Drink water to feel energized. Rest enough to think clearly. Choose habits that support your goals. Prioritize important tasks. Track progress. Celebrate effort. These actions build the strongest version of you. When you commit to controlling your habits, you will face moments when the old you tries to come back. Laziness will try to take over. Doubt will say you are not changing. Distraction will try to steal your time. But every time you reject those old patterns, you destroy the identity that kept you stuck. You prove to yourself that you are no longer the person you used to be. You are upgrading your future one choice at a time. There is no need to rush. Progress does not need speed. Progress needs consistency. If you continue to repeat improved habits, everyday results will show up. You may not notice change immediately, but one day you will look back and realize you are living a different life. You will realize you became stronger in a real and lasting way. You deserve a future that makes you feel proud. A future where you are confident in your own skin. A future where you feel prepared for opportunities. A future where you trust yourself fully. Habits are the bridge to that future. They are the tool that turns desire into growth. They are the daily effort that creates lifelong change. Start now. Choose one habit that supports the life you want. Control it today. Control it again tomorrow. Protect it from excuses. Protect it from distractions. Treat it like it is important. Because it is. Then watch who you become when you decide your habits will not control you anymore. Watch how fast you rise when you stop repeating what holds you back. Watch how proud you feel when you shape a future that reflects your true potential. Every habit is a chance to upgrade your future self. Every habit is a chance to become someone stronger. Every habit is a chance to grow into the person you always wanted to be. Control your habits daily. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. Number 6. Prove daily discipline by doing what matters every time. Daily discipline is not a claim you make with your words. It is something you show through your actions. When you choose to do what matters every time you need to do it, you prove that you are in control of your life. You show yourself that you are moving with purpose, instead of drifting through each day. Discipline becomes real when you consistently act on your priorities, not when you only feel motivated or inspired. Real discipline shows up in the quiet choices that nobody else sees. There are people who talk about improving their lives, but never take the important steps. They make promises, but do not follow through. They want results, but avoid the work. And deep down, they feel the regret of that choice. They know they could do more. They know they have potential they have not used. That feeling of disappointment builds every time they avoid what matters. It slowly steals confidence and belief in their own abilities. You deserve better than that. You deserve to feel proud of what you do each day. You deserve to feel like you are building something meaningful with your time. When you choose discipline, you protect yourself from regret. You choose progress over comfort. You choose effort over excuses. You choose responsibility over avoidance. That choice builds a stronger version of you. Doing what matters is different for everyone, but the principle is the same. You know what actions help your growth. You know what tasks need your attention. You know what decisions lead you toward a better life. Those are the moments when discipline is tested. It is tested when you could take the easy route, but choose the route that demands more from you. It is tested when distractions try to take your focus, but you stay committed to your plan. It is tested when you feel tired, but still push yourself to complete the important work. Discipline grows when you remove hesitation. You stop arguing with yourself. You stop looking for reasons to delay. You see what needs to be done, and you do it. That simplicity is what makes discipline powerful. It cuts through confusion. It removes doubt. It creates clarity. Because high-value actions become your priority. No matter what challenges appear, you make progress anyway. That consistency shapes your identity in a meaningful way. Think about how your life changes when you take important actions every day. You begin to trust yourself. You believe in your ability to move forward. You feel control over your future. You wake up with direction because you know exactly what matters most. You do not waste time trying to decide if you should take action. You already made that decision when you chose to be disciplined. Every time you complete something that matters, you add a layer of strength to your character. You prove that your promises are valuable. You prove that you will not settle for less than what you are capable of. You prove that you are willing to do the work that leads to success. That proof becomes a part of who you are. You carry it with you everywhere. It becomes confidence, not based on dreams, but on actions. Doing what matters every time requires focus. You must decide what is truly important each day. Not every task deserves your energy. You must separate what helps you grow from what wastes your life. When you focus on high-value actions, your time becomes more meaningful. You move closer to your goals. You stop getting stuck in unproductive habits. You feel lighter because you are not hiding from responsibilities anymore. Daily discipline also strengthens your emotional stability. You do not panic when challenges come. You do not feel lost because you already built a foundation of effort. Even if things go wrong, you know how to take action and adjust. You know you can rely on yourself. That inner strength reduces stress because you are not avoiding life. You are facing it. There will be moments when you question your effort. You may wonder if the work is worth it. You may feel like progress is too slow. That is normal. But discipline reminds you that every step matters. It reminds you that success is built through the repeated choice to keep going. When you do what matters again and again, progress becomes impossible to ignore. It appears in your skills, your mindset, your achievements, and your confidence. Some people wait for motivation to lead them, but motivation comes and goes. Daily discipline becomes your guide, even when motivation disappears. When you choose discipline, your commitment does not depend on how you feel. It depends on who you want to become. This is what separates people who transform their lives from people who only talk about change. You will notice something important. As your discipline grows, you begin to respect your own time. You stop letting distractions take over your day. You limit things that drain your energy. You surround yourself with actions and people that support your growth. This is how doing what matters every time creates a life that feels powerful and meaningful. You build reliability. Others see that you follow through. They trust you because you have proven that your actions match your words. Opportunities come to people who show discipline because success always wants a partner who takes responsibility. You become someone who people can count on, but more importantly, someone you can count on. Discipline gives you freedom. When the important tasks are done, you feel peace. You can enjoy rest because you earned it. You do not feel guilty because you handled what needed attention. Your evenings and weekends feel rewarding instead of stressful. You get to enjoy life without the pressure of unfinished responsibilities. That is freedom built through discipline. Personal change becomes obvious. When your actions change, you start to notice new strength in your decisions. You become more patient. You become more confident in yourself. You notice that excuses have less control over your choices. You do not break under pressure like you used to. You do not seek comfort as your first response. You are becoming someone better, and it shows. Doing what matters every time is not about perfection. You will slip sometimes, but discipline reminds you to get back up quickly. One mistake does not erase your progress. One weak moment does not define your identity. What matters is that you return to the important path without delay. The speed of your comeback proves how disciplined you are. You are building a life with your daily actions. Every choice shapes your future. If you want a future full of pride and power, then give effort that matches those goals. Do what matters even when it feels hard. Complete the work even when no one is watching. Show discipline even when comfort is tempting. Those decisions shape your life in ways that are real and lasting. You deserve a future that reflects your potential. You deserve success that comes from effort you can be proud of. You deserve confidence earned through your consistent behavior. Each time you act with discipline, you unlock a new level of strength within yourself. You step closer to the life you want. You become someone who is not controlled by excuses or fear. Start with today. Look at what matters most. Complete that task fully. Tomorrow, do the same. Keep proving discipline with your actions. Let your behavior show your seriousness. Let every day push you forward. Keep expanding your strength. Keep removing doubt through consistent effort. Keep building a version of yourself that you admire. Discipline becomes your identity when you choose to do what matters every time it is needed. And once discipline becomes your identity, you will not just dream of a better life, you will live it. Number 7. Create a better version daily by keeping your promises. Keeping your promises to yourself is one of the most powerful things you can do to build a better version of who you are. Every promise you make and keep becomes proof of your own strength. When you say you will do something and you follow through, you gain a deeper respect for yourself. You feel real progress happening inside. A better version of you begins to grow a little more each day. This change is personal. It is earned. It comes from action, not from waiting or wishing. Many people make promises to others and do their best to keep them because they do not want to disappoint anyone. Yet when it comes to promises they make to themselves, they break them easily. They tell themselves they will start improving tomorrow. They say they will take action next week. They convince themselves that the goal can wait. Over time, those broken promises damage their self-belief. They begin to doubt their potential. They look in the mirror and see someone who always quits too early. You must become someone whose words mean something to you. When you promise yourself, you will wake up at a certain time, you do it. When you promise to complete a goal for the day, you stay with it until it is finished. When you promise to take care of your well-being, you do what is required. Following through becomes a sign that you truly care about your future. It proves that you value your growth. It proves that you want change enough to act on it. Keeping your promises builds trust in yourself. That trust transforms your confidence. It gives you a solid foundation for every decision you make. You start believing in what you are capable of because you have evidence. You know you can count on yourself because your actions show it. Confidence is not built from pretending you are strong. It is built from seeing yourself follow through repeatedly. Each promise kept becomes a powerful reminder that you are changing. Promises do not need to be large to matter. They can be simple daily commitments. Drink enough water. Study for a set amount of time. Exercise for your health. Practice a new skill. Reduce time spent on distractions. Save money instead of wasting it. Organize your life step by step. These small promises shape your character. They teach you responsibility. They help you gain control over your time and energy. A better version of you grows from consistency, not perfection. You will have days that feel heavier. You will struggle with effort sometimes. You will feel tired. But if you still honor your promise, even in a small way, on those difficult days, you build incredible strength. The smallest promise kept during a tough moment can be worth more than a big promise kept during an easy one. Difficult days show your true dedication. The difference between who you are and who you want to be comes down to how seriously you take your own commitment. If you ignore them, you stay the same. If you protect them, your identity transforms. You begin to talk differently. You begin to walk differently. You begin to expect more from yourself. That shift changes how you live your daily life. It changes your standards. It changes your self-image. Each time you keep a promise, you feel a spark of pride inside. That feeling grows. Soon you start chasing that pride instead of avoiding challenges. You start wanting to do more because progress feels good. You start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. When you keep promises, the world cannot break you down easily. Because you have already built proof that you are capable. Keeping promises also strengthens your discipline. When you choose to follow your plan instead of delaying it, you show your mind that excuses are no longer welcome. You learn to act even when comfort calls your name. That resistance builds mental muscles. Those mental muscles allow you to rise above laziness and doubt. You stop letting emotions control your outcomes. You take charge. A better version of you does not appear magically one morning. It is created through hundreds of decisions to honor your own word. Each morning becomes a new chance to show your commitment. Each night becomes a moment to reflect on the effort you gave. You begin to see your life as something you are shaping through your actions. You are evolving. When you keep promises, you start attracting different energy. You become more focused. You become more reliable. People notice your growth. They see the difference in your behavior. You inspire others not because you brag, but because your consistency speaks louder than any words you could say. Respect grows naturally around someone who keeps their promises. You also build emotional strength. No matter what others think, you know who you are become. You do not need constant praise. You do not need external validation. Your confidence comes from the daily agreement you keep with yourself. Even in silence, you know you are working on the life you want. Sometimes keeping promises means walking away from things that steal your progress. It means saying no to things that feel good in the moment, but hurt your future. It means protecting your focus from distractions. It means remembering what matters even when no one is reminding you. Growth asks you to be courageous, and every promise you keep builds that courage stronger. You may have a long way to go, but that does not matter. What matters is that you move in the right direction every single day. Each promise you keep becomes a step forward. You get closer to the future you desire. You begin to wake up with excitement instead of stress. You begin to enjoy the process because you can feel yourself becoming someone greater. Think about the version of you that you admire. A person who honors their commitments. A person who leads their own life. A person who does not quit when things get tough. That version already exists inside you. Your promises are the pathway that wakes that version up. When you honor your decisions, your new identity grows stronger and more visible. Do not underestimate the power of small actions. A small promise turns into a habit. A habit turns into a lifestyle. A lifestyle turns into a new identity. Real transformation comes from what you repeat, not from big, dramatic moments. You have control over your daily actions, and because of that, you have control over your future. At the end of each day, ask yourself one question. Did you keep the promises you made to yourself? If the answer is yes, even for one promise, feel proud. That is growth. If the answer is no, do not run away from it. Learn, adjust, try again tomorrow. You do not fail when you fall. You fail only when you refuse to get back up. You deserve to stand in front of the mirror and admire the person you see. You deserve a life that feels strong and meaningful. You deserve to feel powerful. Not because someone told you so, but because you have proven it through your behavior. Keep your promises, protect them, treat them like they represent your future. Because they do. A better version of you is not somewhere far away. You are building it every time you honor your commitments. You are creating a life with structure and purpose. You are building confidence that does not break. You are shaping a future that excites you. You are growing into someone who rises with consistency and courage. Make your promises loud inside your mind, then show your strength quietly through your actions. The daily proof you build becomes the story of your transformation. One promise kept today can change who you believe you are tomorrow. You are capable of great change. You are capable of great strength. And everything begins with this simple truth. Keep your promises, and a better version of you will grow every single day. Number 8. Train your mind daily to replace weakness with strength. Your mind decides how far your life can go. Your thoughts guide your actions, your attitude and your confidence. If your mind is full of doubt, fear and hesitation, your life becomes limited by that weakness. But if you train your mind daily to stay focused, strong and committed, you unlock a different version of yourself. A version that believes in progress, a version that pushes through difficulty, a version that sees possibilities instead of problems. You deserve that version of yourself. And the way to reach it is by training your mind every single day. Weakness in the mind does not always show itself loudly. Sometimes it shows up as quiet excuses. It tells you to delay. It tells you others are better. It tells you to stop trying. It tells you small effort does not matter. Weakness makes you feel like you cannot change. It tries to convince you that your old habits define your future. But weakness is not the truth. Weakness is not the truth. Weakness is only a thought you have accepted. And any thought you accept too often becomes a belief that blocks your growth. Strength grows when you question those thoughts. When weakness says you cannot keep going, strength asks why not. When weakness says you are not good enough, strength reminds you of every time you tried. When weakness says stop, strength says try once more. Training your mind means you stop allowing weakness to lead your decisions. You take control back. You replace fear with action. You replace doubt with proof. You replace hesitation with effort. Every day gives you a chance to train your thought. You can start your morning by deciding how you want to think today. You decide your focus instead of leaving it to chance. You remind yourself of the goals you want to achieve. You remind yourself that progress is possible. These thoughts prepare you to act with purpose. You remove confusion and choose strength before the day even begins. That is mental training. That is you shaping your mindset on purpose. Many people train their bodies but ignore their minds. They forget that a strong body without a strong mind cannot lead to success. Your mind is the starting point for every achievement. It is the first step in every decision. It is the filter that turns challenges into either stress or motivation. If you do not train your mind, it becomes weak and reacts poorly to difficulty. But when you train it daily, it becomes steady through pressure. It stays calm when others panic. It keeps you focused when others quit. You can strengthen your mind by facing discomfort instead of avoiding it. When you do something difficult on purpose, even a small challenge, you teach your mind that difficulty is not danger. You show it that you can handle pressure. You show it that effort is safe. You show it that quitting is not an option. You will accept. This grows mental courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision to act anyway. Training your mind also means controlling your self-talk. If you speak to yourself without respect, you will believe that negativity. If you repeat harsh thoughts, you weaken your mindset. But if you encourage yourself, you build inner power. Say you are capable. Say you are improving. Say you can do what you planned. Say you can finish the task. Support yourself the same way you would support a friend who is trying. Kind and strong words can change how you feel about your potential. You must also protect your mind from too much distraction. When you allow everything to pull your attention, your thinking becomes scattered. It becomes harder to focus on what matters. Training your mind includes removing noise that slows you down. Spend less time absorbing information that brings no value to your life. Spend more time learning, growing, and creating. Your attention is one of your greatest strengths when you decide where it goes. Another part of mental strength is patience. Many people give up because they want fast results. They forget that real improvement takes time. When you expect quick success, you feel frustrated easily. But when your mind is trained to stay patient, you understand that small gains become big gains later. You stay consistent even when progress feels slow. You keep improving because you trust the process. That trust is a form of strength. Mental training also teaches you to recover from setbacks. Life will not always move smoothly. You will make mistakes. You will have days when things do not work. But weakness sees mistakes as the end. Strength sees mistakes as information. A mentally strong person learns, adjusts, and continues. You remind yourself that one tough moment does not define the outcome. You give yourself the chance to rise again. Every comeback adds more strength to your identity. Your mind becomes powerful when you hold yourself to higher standards. When you stop choosing the easy route. When you stop avoiding challenges. When you stop accepting behavior that keeps you small. You raise the level of your thinking. You take responsibility for your choices. You stop blaming situations and start asking what action you can take. That shift creates confidence because you no longer feel powerless. Strength also grows through gratitude. When you notice the good in your life, you reduce the hold of negative thinking. You begin to feel capable instead of defeated. You notice your progress instead of your failures. Gratitude trains your mind to stay balanced and realistic instead of falling into mental darkness. This balance helps you stay strong through difficulty because you remember what is still working in your favor. Daily mental training means showing up for your growth, whether you feel ready or not. Some days you will feel like giving everything. Some days you will feel tired or stressed. But the act of trying each day builds discipline in your thinking. Discipline tells your mind that feelings do not decide your actions. Dedication does. When you think this way, nothing can easily stop you. You continue moving forward because your mindset supports you instead of holding you back. As your mental strength increases, you will notice that life starts to feel different. Challenges do not scare you as much. Pressure does not break you as quickly. You recover faster from setbacks. You stay focused longer. You feel proud of your growth. You begin to believe that you can shape your future instead of hoping it becomes better. Your identity changes because you see yourself facing life instead of avoiding it. You deserve a mind that supports your dreams. You deserve a mindset that lifts you when you struggle. You deserve inner strength that makes you unstoppable. This is not something others give you. You build it through daily mental exercise. You build it every time you replace a weak thought with a stronger one. You build it every time you choose action over fear. You build it every time you push forward instead of stepping back. Start each day by choosing your mindset on purpose. Protect your thoughts from negativity. Encourage yourself. Take on challenges that make you stronger. Focus on what helps you grow. Practice patience and recover. Remind yourself that you are capable of shaping your identity. With each decision, you are upgrading your mind. Weakness will always try to return. It will whisper that you should take a break from growth. It will try to convince you that discomfort means, but every time you ignore that weakness, you prove it wrong. You turn your thoughts into tools for success. You become mentally tougher than anything trying to break you. Train your mind daily to replace weakness with strength. Train it through action. Train it through your choices. Train it through your focus. Build a mindset that believes in improvement. Build a mindset that refuses to quit. Build a mindset that leads you to the life you want. With daily mental training, you do not just change your thoughts. You change who you are becoming. Number 9. Practice consistency. Daily to shape a new powerful identity. Consistency is what takes a dream and turns it into a lifestyle. A new identity does not appear because you hope for it. It does not appear because you say you want change. It appears when you commit every single day to the actions that match the person you want to become. Daily consistency is the proof that you are serious about your transformation. It is the clearest message you can send to yourself and to the world that you are building a stronger and more capable version of you. Most people start strong. They feel excited. They feel full of motivation. They make big plans and set high goals. But when the excitement fades and the results are not fast enough, they stop. They let emotions decide their actions. They choose comfort instead of progress. And then they wonder why their life looks the same year after year. What they are missing is consistency. Not occasional effort. Not effort only when convenient. The power comes from showing up every day, even when you do not feel ready. Your identity right now is shaped by what you do regularly. Not what you say you want. Not what you plan to change. Your repeated behavior builds the story you believe about yourself. If your actions are inconsistent, your identity becomes unsure. You feel stuck because your behavior changes too often. But when you practice consistency, you send a different message to your mind. You show that you are dependable. You show that you do not quit easily. You show that your future matters. Consistency creates results that motivation alone cannot. Motivation burns like a spark that fades. Consistency grows like a flame that continues to rise. When you are consistent, you build momentum that becomes harder to stop. You wake up one day and realize you are improving without forcing yourself as much. The new habits become natural. The actions that once felt difficult become part of who you are. Every day you show up, you shape a new identity. You become someone who finishes what they start. You become someone who works through challenges. You become someone who does not rely on perfect conditions to act. You begin to trust your own effort. Trust in yourself grows each time you stay committed. That trust becomes confidence. Confidence becomes strength. Strength becomes the identity of a person who handles life with power. Consistency also builds discipline. When you take action even without motivation, you prove that short-term feelings are not in charge. You lead with your goals, not your mood. That leadership over yourself is where real power is born. You stop letting comfort control your path. You stop letting distractions decide your day. You live with intention. Some days will feel like progress is invisible. You may feel like you are working hard and nothing is changing. But consistency works quietly. It builds beneath the surface. Every effort adds up. Every repetition makes you stronger. Every completed day becomes a block in the foundation of your new identity. When progress finally becomes visible, it is because consistency has been doing its work all along. You must understand the difference between trying and committing. Trying happens sometimes. Commitment happens daily. When you are committed, you do not ask yourself if you should take action. You already decided that the answer is yes. You simply follow the plan. That removes doubt from your life. It removes stress. It removes confusion. You feel in control because your actions are clear and grounded in your purpose. Your identity becomes powerful through evidence. Evidence that you can keep going. Evidence that you can handle tough situations. Evidence that you can improve. When you can look back at a long chain of consistent effort, you cannot deny your own strength. You see the truth in your actions. That kind of confidence becomes unshakable. Consistency also teaches you responsibility. You stop blaming luck or environment for your outcomes. You accept that your daily effort holds the real power to change your life. That mindset protects you from excuses. It keeps you honest with yourself. You start recognizing when you are choosing a weaker path and you correct. You rise above your old patterns because the new you refuses to slide backward. A powerful identity is built through habits you repeat. Think about the strongest qualities you admire in others. Discipline, focus, confidence, determination. Those qualities were not gifts. They were trained through consistency. Every powerful person you look up to has one thing in common. They kept showing up even when they failed, even when they doubted themselves, even when results were slow. They did not stop. That is why they stand strong today. You deserve that same strength. You deserve to feel proud of who you are becoming. You deserve a life that reflects the effort you give. But you must choose consistency as the foundation. It does not mean working non-stop. It means working daily in the direction of your goals. Even small steps count if they are taken every day. A short workout still builds strength. A few pages of reading still builds knowledge. A little progress still shapes a stronger identity. Your future self is watching the decisions you make today. One day that version of you will either thank you or regret that you did not give more. Choose to make that future version proud. Build daily habits that reflect your dreams. Stay consistent even when nobody else sees your effort. The world may not notice at first, but you will. You will feel the transformation happening inside you. As consistency becomes your lifestyle, you will notice something powerful. You stop struggling to believe you can change because you are changing. You stop doubting your value because you see your actions creating work. You stop fearing challenges because every challenge becomes another chance to grow. That is when you know your identity is evolving. That is when the real transformation begins. Every time you choose action, you shape a stronger identity. Every time you show up, you create a better version of yourself. Every time you stay consistent, you take one more step away from the life you want to leave behind. Growth becomes your normal state. Improvement becomes your expectation. You become a person who creates success instead of waiting for it. Right now you have a choice. You can stay the same or you can build something greater. You can continue wishing or you can take daily steps that make your goals real. Consistency is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be. It asks you to keep moving. It asks you to be patient. It asks you to stay committed. You are capable of incredible change. You are capable of strength that you have not even discovered yet. Every day is a chance to unlock more of that power. Show up today. Show up tomorrow. Show up again and again. Let your actions speak louder than your hesitation. Let your behavior prove your desire to grow. Consistency is the key to shaping a new powerful identity. A person who can rely on themselves. A person who stands strong through difficulty. A person who builds success through daily effort. That identity is waiting for you to claim it. Practice consistency daily, and you will become someone you once only imagined. Number 10. Give your best daily to become someone you respect. Every day, you wake up with a chance to build a version of yourself you can respect. Not someone perfect, not someone who never struggles, someone who shows effort, someone who earns their own admiration by giving their best with what they have that day. Respect for yourself does not come from achievements alone. It comes from knowing you showed up with honesty and gave real effort. That feeling is worth more than any approval from others. It creates a sense of pride that stays with you everywhere you go. There are moments in life when you know you did not give your best. You felt capable of more, but you chose an easier path. You acted smaller than your potential. In those moments, self-respect fades a little. It does not matter if nobody else noticed. You noticed. You know when you hold back. That awareness can become painful if it continues day after day. Because deep inside, you want to look at yourself and feel proud of who you are becoming. You want to feel like you are trying. You want to feel like your life matters. Giving your best each day means that you take responsibility for how you show up. You do not blame others for your lack of effort. You do not wait for motivation to push you. You decide that your goals deserve energy. You show your priorities through your behavior. You choose progress, even if it is small. You face tasks that challenge you. You try even when the outcome is uncertain. That effort builds strength inside you that cannot be taken away. Your best will not always look the same. Some days you will feel full of energy. Some days you will feel tired or overwhelmed. But giving your best is not about matching the strongest days every time. It is about giving the most honest effort you can in that moment. If today is a tough day and you still put in effort, you should feel proud. That type of effort shows deep character. It shows that you do not run when things become uncomfortable. You stand and try anyway. People often think respect comes from the outside world. They wait for others to admire them. They chase compliments and attention. But true respect begins inside. When you respect yourself, you walk differently. You speak with confidence. You look people in the eyes. You do not fear judgment because you know you gave your best. And even if someone doubts you, it does not shake your identity. Your own approval becomes stronger than anyone's opinion. Giving your best is an act of loyalty to your future. It is saying yes to the person you are becoming. If you want a future where you feel proud, you must put in the effort today. You do not become strong later. You become strong now by showing up every day. Each moment you try is one brick in the foundation of your future. One day, you will stand on that foundation and look back at all the effort that made you who you are. Your life changes when you decide that your effort matters more than your excuses. Excuses are easy. Excuses sound reasonable. Excuses make failure feel comfortable. But excuses steal your respect from yourself. They take away the chance to grow. They create a life full of regret. When you stop using excuses, you allow progress to take their place. You allow success to grow. You allow your identity to rise. Giving your best daily teaches you to value your time. You no longer waste hours on things that weaken you. You focus on what brings growth, learning, and confidence. You understand that time does not come back. Every day carries a new opportunity, and you do not want to lose another one. When you treat your time as important, you treat yourself as important. You also improve your relationships when you give your best. People trust those who show effort. They respect those who take life seriously. They notice when someone is reliable and committed. You become someone others can count on. You stop disappointing those around you because you hold yourself to a higher standard. Being respected by others starts with respecting yourself first. Giving your best daily builds momentum. Once you start pushing forward, you want to continue. You feel proud of your wins. You feel stronger because your actions create results. Even if progress is slow, it feels rewarding. It lifts your spirit. It keeps your hope alive. It reminds you that success is possible because you are working toward it every single day. Sometimes the hardest part is starting. Your mind may tell you to wait. It may try to convince you that today is not the right moment. But once you begin, something incredible happens. You feel engaged. You feel awake. You feel alive. Action opens the door to effort. Action is how you break the cycle of waiting. Action gives you a chance to prove to yourself that you are capable. Your best effort also teaches you humility. You realize that growth requires patience. You recognize when you need help. You accept that failure does not mean defeat. It means learning. Each setback gives you information. Each challenge builds resilience. You gain wisdom by trying. You gain experience by continuing. You gain maturity by staying committed. Imagine the pride you will feel when you look back at all the days you did not quit. The days you pushed through doubt. The days you acted even though you were scared. The days you stayed focused while others gave up. That feeling is powerful. It creates a deep sense of accomplishment because you know you earned it honestly through discipline and effort. A person who gives their best every day becomes someone they respect more and more. You no longer talk down to yourself. You no longer see yourself as weak or unreliable. You see someone who tries, someone who chooses strength, someone who values their life enough to invest effort into it. That respect creates confidence that cannot be faked. Each morning, ask yourself what effort you are willing to give today. Each night, reflect on whether you gave that effort, not to judge, but to track your growth. You will see days where you tried more than before. You will see habits improving. You will see progress shaping your life step by step. The change will happen because you made it happen. Your best daily effort acts as a mirror. It shows you who you truly are. Not the excuses, not the fears, not the doubts. It shows your courage. It shows your persistence. It shows your belief in something better. When you view yourself through that mirror, you will want to keep going. You will want to keep growing into someone you admire deeply. Life will always offer easy options. Comfort will always whisper that you can relax a little more. But comfort cannot give you respect. Comfort cannot give you strength. Comfort cannot give you a powerful identity. Only effort can do that. Every time you choose effort, you upgrade who you are. You rise a little higher. You walk a little stronger. You become a better human being. Giving your best daily does not guarantee the perfect result, but it guarantees that you will never look back with regret. You will always know that you tried, and that knowledge brings peace. It gives you freedom from the fear of what could have. You will not wonder if you could have done more. You will know you gave your best. Give your best not to impress others, but to impress yourself. Give your best because you care about your own self-worth. Give your best because you want to feel powerful, and give your best because a strong future begins with strong effort. Your respect for yourself is built through daily decisions that show you are serious about your potential. Start now. This moment is your chance to choose effort. Decide that your life deserves focus. Decide that you want to admire yourself. Decide that each day will include progress, no matter how small. When you make that decision and keep making it tomorrow and the next day and the next day, your identity will transform. Give your best daily to become someone you respect. That is how you build a life filled with pride, strength, and meaning. That is how you become the strongest version of yourself.